Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Dear Venerable Sangha, dear devotees, today is the fourth day of our intensive meditation retreat. Venerables, we saw effortful practice, more effortful practice, continuous practice. They maintain silence and also effortfulness we saw. In the meditation retreat, first day, second day, third day, little bit difficult days. But the fourth day, getting comfortable for everyone, energy calm. Fifth day, sixth day, we're getting more and more better because energies. When we are having the intensive meditations, first day energy, meditation energy go to the second day. Second day energy go to the third day. Third day energy go to the fourth day. So day by day, our energy become better and better. So we have to maintain the silence continuously. We have to maintain meditation objects continuously. Then within these 10 days, we can experience at least some calmness, comfortableness, brightness, or deeper concentrations. Venerables who have the experience with the concentrations, they are very easier, but others with difficult already few days. Now next few days will be more comfortable. So next few days also we have to determine and practice. We should not reduce our determinations. We maintain same determination, silent continuously, meditation object continuously. These determinations we maintain continuously until we fulfill our practice. So the meditation wholesome, very stronger. With comparing in the world, the meditation wholesome is the highest one, strongest one. That's why we can convert our life within few days. We can convert our life to the comfortableness because of the wholesome power. So therefore, our lives can convert with the meditation objects. We determine and try to convert our lives. So Buddha, the preached Dhamma in the various occasions, various way Buddha had been preaching. Sometimes because of the Buddha preached as the Buddha's own happiness as the Dhamma, sometimes preaching for the Venerable Sangha, Devas, Brahmas, devotees. In various occasions, Buddha had been preaching. Today we thought of preaching small Dhamma is valuable for the ordination also. Lord Buddha preached by focusing two of the female devotees. One is Uttara and also Sirima. That Sirima was the prostitute, but later she also attained path fruition. Uttara, she also attained path fruition. Both, they got benefit of the Dhamma. So both the lives valuable for the sasana. So that one occasion in the Buddha, in the Kodavagga, explaining small Dhamma, four things explaining. The hatred can overcome with the loving kindness, that means non-hatred. And Buddha explained that evil can overcome with the wholesome or good things. Then stingy can overcome with the generosity, and lying can overcome with the truthfulness. So four things Buddha had been explaining. So today we are going to explain this short Dhamma, then later we can discuss some of the questions. The Buddha time, the Rajagaha, they call Rajgir, the Uttara and Sirimadya. Uttara, she had been preparing very big dana to the Lord Buddha and Sangha. So at the same time, Sirima got angry with Uttara some reason, and she wanted to harmful to the Uttara. She calm and with angry mind taken one big spoonful of the boiling oil. That spoon means not a small one. It is very big type one. Maybe the we are using for cooking big type. Many oils can come with this spoon. When you are cooking some of the The pandu, this thing we are using, big type, this kind of big thing. She brought this big boiling oil to the Uttara. Then the Uttara thinking, she is going to harmful to the Uttara. What can I do? I should not do harmful anything. If I get angry or hatred with this Sirima, I may get burned. If I not get angry with this Sirima, oil may become water, cooling water, determined. Oil to become cooling water. Same thing happened. She didn't have the angry, so all the oil become cooling water. So Sirima further angry. Again she go to bring some further oil. The Uttara's other friends, they all caught the Sirima and assault her, hit her, injured her little bit. Uttara saw it and go and said, "Oh sisters, don't do it. So please help her. That remove all the servants and friends." And she had some injuries already, done some treatment and friendly talk. So after that, Sirima thought, "Oh, I have done very big thing. Even I done this kind of big thing, still Uttara is friendly with me. So I have to ask forgiveness from the Uttara." Then the Uttara said, "Sister, that you have to ask forgiveness from my father. Tomorrow morning is coming here." "Who is your father?" "The Lord Buddha is coming. Please come and ask forgiveness from him." "Okay, I will come." She also come with her 500 followers. Then the morning, very big dana for Buddha and Sangha. After dana finished, they all gathered to the Buddha for listening Dhamma. The Sirima said, "Bhante, I want to ask some forgiveness from Bhante because I have done big things against to the Uttara. Uttara was very good one, even though I pour boiling oil to her. Not only that, I was hatred with her, but she never hated to me. She helped me. She cannot imagine her character. She is very good one. I want to ask forgiveness." Then that time Buddha explained, yes, this good thing. Hatred can overcome with the non-hatred, and also that evil can overcome with the wholesome. Stingy, they can overcome with the generosity. That lying can overcome with the truthfulness. Buddha taken one of the Dhammapada as the topic to preach Dhamma. So Dhammapada come from the Kodavagga, anger section. The Pali is Akkodena jine kodam asadung saduna jine kadariyang danena satche nalikavadina. Very simple Dhammapada, but valuable for us, valuable for all the worldly beings. So Buddha explained, if anyone hated to us, so we should not hate to them. We have to keep the mind loving kindness. We have to help them. This way only we can overcome. So this kind of valuable Dhamma, they are inside this Dhamma Pada. We will explain. So after single explanations. So in the verse, the Buddha explained, first part, the hatred can overcome with the non-hatred. So another word is loving kindness. This is mainly two types, external and internal. External, maybe some people hatred to us. That their hatred, we also hatred. These are the general things in the worldly human being also. 80% it is normal. They are doing this way. In the animal beings also same. Animal also, any animal hatred, other one hatred. This is the nature. Human also same. Someone against, other one also against. But some percentage, about 20%, they are not hatred. Someone hatred, but others not hatred. So that hatred one, he try to hatred, but not works, then he stop doing hatred. If not, he get the punishment, he get his karma results. That hatred people, they are hated to the good one. They hated to the ordained one or good one. they get the results very soon. Some of the devotees, gentlemen, told us, or Bhante, that if anyone done bad thing to me, I know that they get the results very soon. So this kind of confidence, because they are good one, innocent one, no harmful, so that bad one, they are harmful to the good one, very soon they get the results. So this kind of thing they are in the world. So that we have to learn that if anyone hatred, we are not hatred, we are helping them. At least if cannot help, at least we maintain good mind. So doesn't matter. This is their habit, no? I keep loving kindness. So if the dog that come to and bite to you, that you are not biting the dog, same way that we keep they are bad people, they are ignorant people, why I get hated with them. So we keep loving kindness. May he develop the wisdom, may we have the loving kindness, may have the good mind, that good behavior. This kind of loving kindness we are training. So later, so hatred can overcome. This is external part. Another one is internal. But you are not blaming, you are not fighting with others, bodily no action, verbally also no any action. But internally you are hatred there. You are suffering internally, also harmful for you. Internally you are hatred to yourself, hatred to others. So why this man doing this thing? I should do something against him. This kind of hatred mind internally we keep. Also very big harmful. Internally also keeping very big harmful, that sometimes more harmful than the external one. External things sometimes you are fighting, blaming, finish it. But internal things sometimes if you are keeping longer time, later it become habit of your life. So then you can get the many diseases, heart diseases, skin diseases. This kind of many diseases can come because of the hatred mentalities. So even mentality is also more harmful. So that loving kindness, we have to train two ways. External hatred person, we maintain loving kindness for this person will be that good one. We wish for him to have the happy life, comfortable life, no hatred, this kind of thing. In your internal, your mind, you understand, oh, my mind hatred now, angry my mind now. So we do the loving kindness to your mind. May my mind become calm, may my mind become happy, may my mind not get angry, may my mind get a loving kindness. You focus your mind and focus the loving kindness with the mind, then mentally, internally hatred disappear. You will be more comfortable after hatred disappear. So ordained one, they have to train it. If not, ordination life not easy. If you are not removing your hatred, if not external and internal, not easy. So external also we have to remove, internal also we have to remove. Then only your meditation become better and better. So Buddha encourage us to have the non-hatred externally and internally. The second word, the Buddha explained, the evil can overcome with the wholesome. So the evil also, that external also can happen, internal also can happen. We know external people, evil people. This kind of evil people we are helping for wholesome, for this kind of people, so that gradually they also can convert. But another way is internal evil. Evil also can convert with the wholesome. You can check your heart base. When you are checking your heart base, your mind or base or your mentalities, you can see our mentalities. Base is before ordination, that evil base. Greed mentality, hatred mentality, delusion mentality, conceit mentalities. This kind of mentalities many in our heart base. So heart become darker, not brighter, heart not comfortable, anything cannot see deeply, just see only, cannot understand deeply because of the heart darkness, means evil power. If anyone train meditation object continuously, as like this intensive meditations, they are training continuously. Day by day they are training. One day become better, second day also better, third day more better. So later your life, your heart become brighter. You feel like now brighter, open up. Earlier heart darker, now heart brighter. Earlier mind darker, now mind brighter. Reason is wholesome. But have to understand temporarily. This brightness come temporarily. Later again, if you allow mind to go to the evil, again this darkness come. This is the nature of our heart base. So generally our heart base is darkness, so we have to fulfill with the brightness. Brightness means wholesome objects. Again, we are training wholesome object morning, afternoon, evening, night time, day by day you are training. 2-3 days later you feel heart become more brighter and mind become more brighter, more comfortable and more tranquil because of the wholesome energies you can see. So that meditators they have to have the capabilities, that they have to have the proper understanding and practice for this reason. Some they are little bit practice good thing, again mind that we allow to go to the evil thing, again practice good thing, again evil thing. So this way meditation development very lesser, very slower. So that we know in our traditionally we says, so after washing our cloth, it become very clean. Again we put into the mud. Again we clean the cloth, again put it in the mud. So same way our mind, it will purify with the wholesome. Again we put into the mud means defilements. We allow go to the defilements. Again little bit meditate and mind purify. Such a one, they never experience the deeper calmness, comfortableness and brightness. So energy is very important. Continuous energy is very important until stable. Until heart conversions completely, we had to maintain continuous practice. So when you are training continuously, your heart become brighter and brighter and now stable, every day stable, every day stable. Now your heart become better. Now even evil object come cannot convert to the darkness because brightness already habit, tranquility already habit of your life. Until this habit come, we have to maintain wholesome object. So our mentality conversions, Buddha explained, asadung sadhuna jine, the evil can overcome with the wholesome. So this mentality conversions depend on ourselves. So definitely this kind of retreats we can convert. So we determine further, continuously train our mind and experience heart brightness. The evil we says overcome by the wholesome. We understand. So it is very important the meditation practice. When you are meditating, all the evil subside, but mentally getting brighter, calm, comfortable. So you have to maintain it continuously until we reach to the higher levels. So every day we have to maintain this practice. Then only become stable. If not, little bit you experience, again not practice, again energy is going down. So this part we have to understand. So next word, the Buddha explaining, the stingy overcome with the generosity. External people, they are stingy. We encourage, if not listen, we give some item to them. Please offer this thing, please offer this thing, we give some items. Then later, gradually, he also trained to do it. Internally also same, our stingy there. So we train some little bit thing, give to the others, our internal stingy also can overcome. Then also the truthfulness also we overcome with the lying also overcome with the truthfulness. So the external also lying one, we still telling truthful, talking truthful, then gradually they are changing. Ourselves internally also same. The internally lying also we can overcome with the truthfulness. Internally also we train more and more truthfulness, we can overcome our lying ideas. So these things we have to understand. So that in this retreat we determine, maintain more and more wholesome object, good objects. When you are training it, that one object, one meditation object, or if difficult, some side support meditation together, maintain whole day meditation objects. So later your heart become more and more brighter. So all the hindrances disappear. life become very comfortable, life become tranquil, and also mindfulness very stronger, your wisdom also very stronger. So you can convert your life to the comfortable levels. So today is valuable, this experience later. If you have the paramis fulfilled, you can attain path progression. If not, in future lives, you can attain path progression together with this wholesome or together with these mental purifications. So this mental training up to the brightness level, it is very important. This wholesome training, it is actually judgment. If our wholesome is strong enough, it is judgment. We can judge, we can understand. Now our heart is brighter, tranquil, and concentrated, means our wholesome level is good level. If our heart is still darker, that our heart not brighter, and also not comfortable, still defilements works, means our that wholesome level is still not enough. We have to understand and we have to train effortful wholesome. Definitely we can experience. So determine and train. If you train continuously within these next few days, definitely you can experience heart brightness. Later, when you are maintaining continuously, you can stabilize. After stabilize, even any unwholesome mind come, not breaking it. Some unwholesome mind come, some evil come, but not breaking because heart brightness already habit. So we determine and train continuously our mental objects, wholesome objects. One question is one venerable asking, the venerable says, in the meditation practice, change in the meditation postures, is it effective for meditation development? Yes, it is effective. Some people very painful, very difficult, so they are changing the postures. It is effective, but they cannot avoid it beginning. Some people, but some are that they are very easy sitting cross-legged for a longer time. So such a posture is more valuable. So some are not possible. So even by changing doesn't matter. They maintain meditation object is more useful. Sometimes later painfulness disappear, calmness, comfortableness come. After that very easy. After that without changing you can maintain your meditation objects. So that with comparing not changing and changing person, that not changing person is valuable. Changing person is still meditation also valuable. But that with comparing changing and still we try to for meditation and non-meditation person, among those two still meditating person with the changes is valuable. So we have to understand whatever the way we maintain meditation object, later meditation become better and better. So mind become calm and comfortable, then very easy overcome all the painfulness. So another question, the venerable asking, when we are meditating, our earlier things, earlier memories come, lay life things, memories come. If you are not meditating, those things very less. In the meditation time, only those things coming to the mind, disturbing to the meditation practice as a hindrances. So that's true. Reason is, when you are not meditating time, our mentality enough object there. Our mind need object. That our mind need object. We call mental food. Mind need mental food. Mental objects we need. In other time, many objects you have. So that no need to think of the past, future, because already you have many objects. Meditation time, objects lesser. You are meditating, object one or two only. So no enough object lesser, very easy go to the past and futures. Mind need object not enough. Such a one, how to overcome it? We have to give many objects to the mind as the meditation object. We train 32 parts of the body, many objects. So when you are training many objects there, so now less chance for going to the early object, early memories. So another one is we train some loving kindness, yourself, all the worldly beings, all the deva beings. Little bit expanded way, we are training loving kindness. When you are training these many objects as meditation object, so now mind have enough work that thinking of past, present and future very less. Mind get calm. After calmness, after comfortableness, very easy stay in the one object. After mind brighter, after mind concentrated, very easy stay in object, one object. Before not easy because of the hindrances. So the example, we think our mind, we start from the 0 level. We have trained mind up to the 100 to the liberations. If we are training mind in the 30 level, only we come to the access concentration. So until this 0 to 30, only difficult period. 0 to 30, difficult period because we have to work with the hindrances this period. Many difficulties come. So if anyone work hard and bring their mind up to the access concentration, after that very easier. After access concentration, all the hindrances not working. So that the mind very easy concentration, later can train deeper concentration, jhanas, later vipassanas, then up to the attainment of path portions we can train. So that next 70% or 70 not difficult, first 30 only difficult. So all the meditators, they have to work very hard with this period because of the hindrances. We have many hindrances in our mind. So to remove these hindrances, we have to work very hard. So we determine to continue our practice and try to overcome all our difficulties with the continuous training until one object or many objects, continuous training until our hindrances disappear. So another question, the Venerable Sir, that if anyone practice the repulsiveness with the warm body, full of the warm body, what is the word we are using for that training this particular sanya? Particular means repulsiveness. Repulsiveness we can use warm, full of the warm. Also we can contemplate that repulsiveness. That in the Pali we can use pulavaka partikulam also can use. If not, we can use partikulam also can use. In your own language also you can use that repulsive, many warm, repulsive also can train. So this repeating, this word repeat is very important for repulsiveness. That and also apply mind training also very important, repulsive mind. So the example, you think body, big body, that some of you have seen our pharmacy also have one of the picture, many warm, full of the warm picture. Similarly, you can imagine the body, whole body, full of the warm, head also inside warm, and also chest also inside warm, hand also, two legs, everywhere. You understand, full of the warm. So you have to contemplate, head also full of the warm, hand also full of the warm, and also other hand. So particular, or you can use the word that repulsive. Together with the repulsiveness, you move your mind with the bodily parts. When you are moving, that is called apply mind. Apply mind very important for repulsiveness. When you apply again, then the object become brighter. You feel whole body become brighter. Now brightness together you can see the warmth. After this brightness, now concentration is good. Then no need to recite this word. You can just understand repulsiveness and maintain apply mind. So if you not apply mind, you cannot maintain the jhanas. To go to the jhanas, you maintain apply mind. It's very important. That's why that particular concentration, repulsiveness concentration only up to the first jhana. If you stop apply mind, it can convert to the color, so color concentrations can develop. But the asubha repulsiveness concentration depend on the apply mind. So that apply mind you have to always repeat. Mentality internal you have to repeat repulsive. But no need to wording, you have to understand repulsive together with the apply mind. This way you have to train. Word, whatever doesn't matter, your own word also you can use, Pali word also can use, Sinhala also can use, any language you can use the word. But Asubha concentration more valuable than other concentrations. If anyone train Asubha or Vipassana's concentration, mental that going down is very less. Always maintain, very easily maintain because hindrance is very less in the Asubha concentration. So whatever meditation you train, at least sometimes you have to train this Vipassanas is more valuable for ordination life. Very easy maintain calmness, comfortableness and brightness. So everyone will try to maintain more and more Vipassana practice also. So that we know the Venerables working very hard for this meditation retreat, intensive retreat. We wish all the Venerables have more and more energy and experience calmness, comfortableness, brightness, and deeper concentrations, and later Vipassanas. Wish all the Venerables fulfill all the practice and attain all the path, portions, and Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Idang wo nyate nang wo to sukita hontu nyateyo. Idang wo nyate nang wo to sukita hontu nyateyo. Idang wo nyate nang wo to sukita hontu nyateyo. Ettavata ca amme sambatam punya sampadam. Sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe sattanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Akasata ca bummatta devanaga mahiddikam. Punyantang anumoditva cirang rakkantu sambuddha sasanam. Cirang rakkantu sambuddha desanam. Cirang rakkantu sambuddha savakam. Cirang rakkantu mamparantim. Asming vihare charame adivatta ca devata. Anumoditva imam punyang rakkantu jina sasanam. Sabbe satta ca majjatta ita ca me. Anumoditva imam punyam bhujjantu amatam padam. Imina punya kammena mame bal. Satan samagamo tu yava nibbana pattaya. Kaina vaca cittena pamadena maya katam. Acchayang kamame bante bore panya tathagata. Kaina vaca cittena pamadena maya katam. Acchayang kamame dhamma sandittika kalika. Kaina vaca cittena pamadena maya katam. Acchayang kamame sangha punyakketa anuttara. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.